No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold letting one go deep. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The first carry for Josh Adams. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 20 carries, 65 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 17-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, this is Adams. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
First down, Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jackrabbit, let's go.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
57, Mike 57. Man out.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now look at Quincy Enunwa and the rest of the offense heading back out. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Here's Darnold over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This is fielded at the 7. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Come to 57. Mike, 57.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 37. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Check. Hey, slam.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack on first down, Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down with an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hill, space to maneuver at the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
57. Mike, 57.
2 yards on the pickup.
Let's go,
He's set to be handed at the Jets' 9-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Big gap. 36. Check three.
Derrick Henry. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
57 to Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Save. Check.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. There's Hill. He can run for it, and he will. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, they go with Adams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's able to get it out of there. Taken right around the 44. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. And the Ravens have opened things up there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on second down. Darnold. Anunua's got it. Complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Open man is Anderson. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 50, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just...
Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
132 fighter.
Draw play. Here's Walton. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. They'll run with Walton. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Saints 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on second down. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case,
and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. On the catch, it's Crowder. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To the air again, Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Bridgewater here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 3, check 3. Yo, play. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Looking long for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ebron's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And Thomas has it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick,
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back home.